When I go to colleges, I'm always asked by students one question. So, tell us the skills which are going to help us develop a great career. Tell us those competencies which will allow us to be in the CXO suits, in the CEO positions by the time 2030s or 2040s are there. And I answer them that unfortunately, neither me nor anyone can answer that question with precision. And the reason is, the skills which will be really needed of leaders then in 2030s, 2040s have in all probability not been invented as yet. The speed at which technology is changing is absolutely enormous. In the last decade, 10 years have seen advancement of technologies which were hitherto completely unimaginable. Probably mankind has progressed more on technology in the last decade as compared to the previous 2000 years prior to that. The point which I always say to my students is, read the trends. And there are three prominent trends which are changing. Number one, globalization shifting to nationalization. Post World War II, the growth of Earth was predominantly centered around the fabric of globalization, but today, the very propagators of the theme of globalization are resorting back to jingoistic nationalism. What does that have in store for developing nations like India and young students like you? Only time will tell. Number two, technology. The very technology which was designed to make mankind and human life more comfortable today threatens to make it completely redundant. This is going to be a challenge because e-commerce, internet-based disruptions, disintermediation is likely to affect millions of professions and millions of businesses. And number three, automation. The shifting of a huge amount of workload from human resources to machine resources. I have recently been engaged with one of the giant global corporations, and I was doing an HR consultancy where the mission was to reduce the employee strength, and I'm talking about white-collar employees, from 12,000 down to 6,000 over a 7-year period. And there's no prize for guessing the 6,000 jobs which were going to be cut were to be eventually taken up by computers. But I'm going to give you two shocking facts. Fact number one, can you guess how many computers or so-called humanoids were to take over the job of the employees? Approximately 30. One humanoid to take over jobs of approximately 200 employees. But do you know the real punchline? What was the criteria on which the 6,000 employees who were to be fired over a period of 7 years were to be selected? And that criteria brings me to the main point of my message today. The world, my dear friends, in times to come is expected to be bipolarized and divided into two extreme polar zones. There will be one side which will be the world of artificial intelligence, run by IQ. Anything that can be done by processes, structured layers will go over to computers. Yes, artificial intelligence through computers. And the ultimate secret of success, my friends, will be the zone of emotional intelligence, which shall be ruled by victors, the leaders who have the skills of the term called victor, where VI stands for vision, CT stands for creativity, and OR stands for oratory skills. Yes, three skills of future which shall never go out of fashion and which the youth of college and schools need to dedicate to acquire today. Vision will come by reading, learning, acquiring your technical skills. So read a lot, learn a lot, join courses and build your perspective. Creativity will come with courage, conviction, a commitment to not just conceive but actually concretize. And finally, and the most powerful skill which shall, no matter what amount of technology advancement, never go away from human ambit is the art of oration. Develop that art to use right words to connect with people with positivity, inspire, motivate, so that no matter you are talking to 10, 100 or 10,000, your charismatic style of convincing, persuading them can make sure that you win their hearts. Yes, my dear friends, work on these 3 skills of Victor and surely the power of success shall always be yours. Have a happy lockdown and keep on working to be ever more confident. Thank you.